Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Prabhu, yeah, you please start.
134 শুনি হাসি কহে প্রভু সব ভক্তগণে ইহার বিষয় সুখ ইন্দ্র সুখ সমেচৈতন্য কৃপা
Prabhu, one by one we'll go. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
After hearing this appeal by Raghunatha Dasa, Lord Nityananda Prabhu smiled and told all the devotees, Raghunatha Dasa's standard of material happiness is equal to that of Indra, the king of heaven. So now Raghunatha Dasa Goswami actually is offering a request, through Raghava Pandit to Nityananda Prabhu. And we saw how humbly he offers the request. And after hearing the request, Nityananda Prabhu is now saying that he's glorifying Raghunath Dasa Goswami. Actually, his standard of happiness, material happiness, and the opulence what he has got is equal to that of Indra. That means someone can become so proud that they got so much of opulence and wealth, but the mood of Raghunath Dasa Goswami is so humble. That is what Nityananda Prabhu is glorifying. Yeah, Prabhu, 135.
চৈতন্য কৃপাতে সেহ নাহি ভয় মনে সবে আশীর্বাদ করো পাউক চৈতন্য শরণে.
Because of the mercy bestowed upon him by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunatha Dasa, although situated in such material happiness, does not like it at all. Therefore, let every one of you be merciful toward him and give him the benediction that he may very soon attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, unless one gets the mercy of the Lord, one cannot be even humble also. Because generally if someone has got any opulence, for that matter, we have the 6 opulences. Someone is very beautiful, someone is very knowledgeable, someone is very strong, someone is very famous. When we take these examples, naturally people who got this will have some degree of pride. Yeah, I possess this opulence. But if someone possesses the opulence yet at the same time very humble, means that person has got the mercy of the Lord. So here, Nityananda Prabhu is telling, so if we see Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, his opulence is like that of Indra, like, heavenly planet. Indra is a king of heavenly planets. So that similar to that opulence Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is having. But the mood he has is so humble. Because of the mercy bestowed upon him by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunatha Dasa, even though he has got such material happiness, he is very renounced. That means he's not proud, he's not attached. So that is what Nityananda Prabhu is saying. Yeah.
136 কৃষ্ণ পাদ পদ্মগন্ধ যেই জন পায় ব্রহ্মলোক আদি সুখ তাহারে নাহি ভয়.
One who experiences the fragrance of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna does not value even the standard of happiness available in Brahmaloka, the topmost planet. And what to speak of heavenly planets? If someone has tasted, he experiences the fragrance of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So someone is very absorbed in Krishna consciousness. For that person, that happiness is the topmost happiness. Any other happiness, so-called happiness, appreciated by the people of the world, it doesn't make sense for them. So here it says, even Brahmaloka's happiness cannot be compared, because of all the heavenly planets, the 7 higher planetary system, Brahmaloka is the topmost. So that means the enjoyment what a person gets in Brahmaloka is the topmost of all the heavenly planets. But even that happiness seems to be very insignificant for a person who has tasted the nectar, the lotus feet of Krishna. Since Raghunatha Dasa Goswami has tasted it, for him nothing looks so exciting. Yeah.
137 जो दुस्त जान দুরশতন হৃদয় রাজ্যং হৃদয় স্পর্শ জহ জুজৈব মলবদ্ধত শ্লোকলালস.
Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is offered sublime poetic prayers by those trying to attain his favor. Daski is known as Uttama Shloka. Being very eager to gain the association of Lord Krishna, King Bharata, although in the prime of youth, gave up his very attractive wife, affectionate children, most beloved friends, and opulent kingdom, exactly as one gives up stool after excreting it. So the Lord has got so many names. One of the names of the Lord is Uttama Shloka. Krishna is also called Uttama Shloka. Uttama means topmost, and Shloka means verses. So one who is glorified by the choicest of words, that person is called, that personality is called Uttama Shloka. So so Krishna is such is glorified with choicest of prayers, um, and to get his favor, here the example of King Bharata Maharaj is given. So Bharata Maharaj has got everything. In fact, he was very youthful and he had an attractive wife, and then he had an opulent kingdom. I mean, his citizens were very wonderful. He had everything, all the opulence, what one wants to enjoy. But yet, he could easily give up those opulences in order to, attain. To serve Krishna. So here are the, just like one goes to washroom, you don't stay, like a gentleman does not stay there for a long time. You just do the business and come out. So similarly here, one gives up. mm, very easily this material opulences, that is, as like a so insignificant, because they got something very valuable. Like when Dhruva Maharaj, actually he desired, as we all know, Dhruva Maharaj performed so austerities for nearly 6 months, because his father, Uttanapada, when he sat on his lap, his stepmother insulted him, and then Dhruva Maharaj got so hurt, and he came running to his mother, and the mother pacified him, saying that, the only person who can actually give you shelter at this moment is only Krishna. So she directed the little Dhruva, towards the Lord. So Dhruva went in search of the Lord in the forest, and he performed austerities. Why? Because he want to gain a kingdom more than his great grandfather, Brahma, because he was very revengeful. He was very angry, and he wanted to show that I will get a better kingdom. So with that mood, he actually went. But then, after performing austerities, when Lord Vishnu showed his darshan, what did Dhruva Maharaj say? I got a valuable jewel. I was looking for a piece of glass, but I got a valuable jewel. So this is what happens when someone knows the value of Krishna consciousness, what we have got. Then if someone really values it, that's why pure devotees, they know the value of what they have got. So for them, all other things seems to be very insignificant. Yeah. 138.
138 তবে রঘুনাথে প্রভু নিকটে বলাইলা, তারে মাথে পদ ধরি কহিতে লাগিলা।
Then Lord Nityananda Prabhu called Raghunatha Dasa near him, placed his lotus feet upon Raghunatha Dasa's Nityananda Prabhu called Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, and he placed his lotus. He kept his lotus feet and blessed Raghunatha Dasa Goswami.
139 তুমি যে করাইলা এই পুলিন ভজন, তোমার কৃপা করি গৌর কইল আগমন।
My dear Raghunatha Dasa, he said, since you arranged the feast on the bank of the Ganges, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here just to show you his mercy. So Nityananda Prabhu is telling that you arranged this wonderful feast for all the associates, and because you arranged, Mahaprabhu personally came here to shower his mercy. Actually speaking,
কৃপা করি
it sorry Prabhu. Actually speaking, it is by the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. But Mahaprabhu is Nityananda Prabhu is glorifying Raghunatha. You arranged the feast, so the Lord came here.
কৃপা করি কইলা চিড়া দুগ্ধ ভোজন, নৃত্য দেখি রাত্রে কইলা প্রসাদ ভক্ষণ।
By his causeless mercy, he ate the cheap rice and milk. Then, after seeing the dancing of the devotees at night, he took his supper. So, he's talking about Mahaprabhu. So, Mahaprabhu came to Panihati. He relished the feast which you offered. Then he saw also all the devotees dancing, and then he took the dinner. Yeah.
ছুটিল তোমার যত বিঘ্নাতি সরি, তোমা উদ্ধারিতে গৌর আইলো আপনে, ছুটিল তোমারও যত বিঘ্নাতি বন্ধনে।
Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Gaurahari came here personally to deliver you. Now rest assured that all the impediments meant for your bondage are gone. So do not worry. Nityananda Prabhu is reassuring um, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami that the Lord has personally come here to deliver you. So all the impediments will be removed on your path of devotional service. In our life also we see that there are so many impediments comes, right? When we are practicing as a practicing devotees, we see that many challenges come on our path of devotional service. So how do we overcome all these impediments? Because there are certain things which are beyond our control. So then when we understand that Krishna is the supreme controller, he is our ever well-wisher. Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Sugridam Sarvabhutanam Nyatva Mam Shantim Richati. Srila Prabhupada says that this is a peace formula. Because what happens is that when we are stuck with any problem, then it drains our energy. We sometimes gets demotivated. Oh my god, I'm doing all this problem is coming, how do I go forward? And we are stuck, and the mind is dragging us, pulling us, and then so much of negativity, and then we feel very discouraged. So what shall we do at this point? So this is where actually we strongly take shelter of the Lord. My dear Lord, this is all beyond my control. You are the ultimate controller. Please, I'm so insignificant. So kindly remove all these obstacles on the path of devotion service, and we have to beg and pray. So that is why this movement is called, Prabhupada, this is a begging movement. We beg for the mercy. We beg and cry for the mercy of the Lord. And when we do it, surely Krishna sees that we are determined, we are very eager, we are enthusiastic. Even though challenges are coming, we are very enthusiastic. When Krishna sees that eagerness is a price for purchasing Krishna. When Krishna sees that, then Krishna removes those obstacles on the path of our devotion. So we also have to attract His mercy by showing our desperateness. My dear Lord, I really want to. I don't want to give up. Please shower your mercy. Please help me so that I can serve you in the pure spirit. So here, that is what, when the Lord's mercy is there, no obstacle can stand in front. That's why Kaviraj Goswami is saying in another place, impossible things can become possible by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Something may look, oh my God, it's a big task. How am I going to do it? But it can become possible by taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, praying to Him desperately. And desperate, how can we show our desperateness? One is by words, of course, offering prayers, crying, and literally begging the Lord. The second thing, how do we show our desperateness? Is that we actually show our desperateness by practicing very sincerely and seriously, especially through the holy name. When we chant the holy name in the morning hours, because the best prayer is the Hare Krishna mantra. So when we pray, when we chant the Hare Krishna with greater attention, calling out the Lord very helplessly in a very prayerful mood, by the mercy of the Lord, the obstacles can be removed. So we have to develop that faith in the holy name of the Lord, and we have to take shelter whenever there is a problem, any challenge in the path of devotion. We have to take shelter of the Lord through His holy name. And when we desperately, sincerely, attentively call out His name, sure, we see the light is coming up, like a dark tunnel. We don't know where to turn. And then suddenly there is a light coming. Then we know how to move forward. So the mercy of the Lord is the bright light in a dark tunnel. So when we take shelter of the holy name of the Lord, sure, we can see the mercy manifesting. Yeah.
142. স্বরূপের স্থানে তোমা করিবে সমর্পণে, অন্তরঙ্গ বৃত্ত বলি রাখিবে সচরণে।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will accept you and place you under the charge of his secretary, Swarupa Damodara. You will thus become one of the most confidential internal servants and will attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What a benediction! Hmm? Nityananda Prabhu is telling that now Mahaprabhu will accept you because so many times he tried to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So every time he failed. But did he give up? No, he didn't give up. That's one thing we can see. Second thing is he saw, okay, every time I tried, but I have not tried in the right way. So this time he tried in the correct way by going through Nityananda Prabhu. So now he got the mercy. And so what Nityananda Prabhu is saying, you will surely get the mercy and you will be placed under the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami, because Swarup Damodar Goswami is a very intimate associate of Mahaprabhu. We saw earlier also. These two personalities, Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Roy, are the two personalities who were assisting Mahaprabhu in his final pastimes. And we see that Swarup Damodar Goswami is none other than Lalita Sakhi. And Ramananda Roy is Vishaka. So Lalita and Vishaka, they were giving so much of comfort for Mahaprabhu by singing songs appropriate at that moment, when Mahaprabhu is feeling separation. So Swarup Damodar Goswami would sing, and Ramananda Roy would speak in such a way that it is very soothing to the heart of Mahaprabhu. So he says, you will be put under the care of Swarupa Damodar. That's why Raghunatha Dasa Goswami's another name is Swarup. uh, Swarupera Raghunath. He Swarupa Damodar's care he was actually given. And then he also becomes one of the most confidential servant of Mahaprabhu. That's a benediction, real benediction he got. Yes, Prabhu.
143 নিশ্চিন্ত হইয়া যাহ আপন ভবন, অচিরে নির্বিঘ্নে পাবে চৈতন্য শরণ।
Being assured of all this, return to your own home very soon without impediments. You will attain shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So do not worry. You please go home, and surely all the obstacles will be removed, and you will attain the shelter of Mahaprabhu. Yes.
144 সব ভক্ত দ্বারে তারে আশীর্বাদ করাইলা, তা সবার চরণ রঘুনাথ বন্দিলা।
Lord Nityananda had Raghunatha Dasa blessed by all the devotees, and Raghunatha Dasa offered his respect to their lotus feet. So Nityananda Prabhu also gave blessings, and he also asked all the assembled Vaishnavas to shower mercy upon Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. So in that way, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami was blessed by all the devotees.
145 প্রভু আজ্ঞা লইলা বৈষ্ণবের আজ্ঞা লইলা, রাঘব সহিত নিভৃতে যুক্তি করিলা।
After taking leave of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and then all other Vaishnavas, Sri Raghunatha Dasa consulted secretly with Raghava Pandita. So when everyone left, now Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is consulting the Raghava Pandita very confidentially. Let's see what it is.
146 যুক্তি করি শত মুদ্রা সোনা তোলা সাথে, নিবৃত্তি দিলা প্রভুর ভান্ডারীর হাতে।
After consulting with Raghava Pandita, he secretly delivered 100 gold coins and about 7 tolas of gold into the hand of Nityananda Prabhu's treasurer. So, after discussing with Raghava Pandita, so not only he arranged the feast, he also gave so much of donation. Those days, gold coins. He gave all this wealth, and he gave it to the hands of Nityananda Prabhu's treasurer. Yes, Prabhu.
147 তারে নিষিধিলা প্রভুরে এব না কহিবা, নিজ ঘরে যাবেন যাবে তব নিবে জীবা।
Raghunatha Dasa admonished the treasurer, do not speak about this to Lord Nityananda Prabhu now, but when he returns home, kindly inform him about this presentation. So please do not tell now, Then when Nityananda Prabhu is going back, then you can inform him about this presentation. So this is also the Lakshmi he is offering.
148.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me, Mataji?
Yes, Madhavi Manjurupa Mataji, welcome. Yeah.
শ্লোক 148 তবে রাঘব গেলা ঠাকুর দর্শন করাইয়া মালা চন্দন দিলা
Thereupon, Raghava Pandita took Raghunatha Dasa to his home. After inducing him to see the deity, he gave Raghunatha Dasa a garland and sandalwood pulp. So, Raghava Pandit now takes Raghunatha Dasa Goswami to his house, Raghava Bhavan, and there he's giving darshan of his deities, and then he's offering a garland and a sandalwood pulp.
অনেক প্রসাদ দিলা পথে খাইবারে তবে পুনঃ রঘুনাথ কহে পণ্ডিতেরে
He gave
প্রভুর
149, you have done, na Mataji?
Yeah.
One by one. Yeah, thank you. He gave Raghunatha Dasa a large quantity of prasadam to eat on his way home. Then Raghunatha Dasa again spoke to Raghava Pandita. So, Raghava Pandit's house he has gone, so now he's giving prasadam on his way to eat. Okay, then.
প্রভুর সঙ্গে যত মহাত্ম বৃত্ত আশ্রিত জন পূজিতে চাহিয়া আমি সবারও চরণ
I want to give money, he said, just to worship the lotus feet of all the great devotees, servants, and subservants of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So Raghunath Dasa Goswami is telling to Raghava Pandita that I want to give some money.
20 পঞ্চদশ বার 10 পঞ্চ হয় মুদ্রা দেহ বিচারি যার যত যোগ্য হয়
So he's asking how to give, and then as you think fit, give 20, 15, 12, 10, or 5 coins to each of them. So whatever you feel wanting to give, you give accordingly.
সব লেখা করিয়া রাঘব পাশ দিলা যার নামে যত রাঘব চিঠি লেখাইলা
Raghunatha Dasa drew up an account of the amount to be given and submitted it to Raghava Pandita, who then made up a list showing how much money was to be paid to each and every devotee. So sweet of Raghunatha Dasa Goswami that he wanted to give for each and every, associate of Nityananda Prabhu. So he is giving the amount to Raghav Pandit, and they are making a list so that for each one how much to give.
100 মুদ্রার সোনা তলা দয় পণ্ডিতের আগে দিল করিয়া বিনয়
With great humility, Raghunatha Dasa placed 100 gold coins and about 2 tolas of gold before Raghava Pandita for all the other devotees. So he's giving all this amount to Raghava Pandita to distribute it to, give it to all the each and every devotee of Nityananda Prabhu.
তার পদ ধুলি লইয়া স্বগৃহে আইলা নিত্যানন্দ কৃপা পাইয়া কৃতার্থ মানিলা
After taking dust from the feet of Raghava Pandita, Raghunatha Dasa returned to his home, feeling greatly obligated to Lord Nityananda Prabhu because of having received his merciful benediction. So Raghunath Dasa Goswami is so blissful and so grateful for all the mercy that he has received from Nityananda Prabhu.
সেই হইতে অভ্যন্তরে না করেন গমন বাহিরে দুর্গা মণ্ডপে যাইয়া করেন শয়ন
From the day on, he did not go into the interior section of the house. Instead, he would sleep on the Durga Mandapa, the place where Mother Durga was worshipped. So, in Bengal, there is they have this custom of like an outhouse and the interior part of the house. So, and in the extension of the house or the outhouse, they have this Durga Mandap where Durga Puja, time they use that place, to worship, and also that place they receive the guest and all that. So Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, after returning back from Panihati, he would not go into the interior, where actually they stay, he will just, outside he will sleep.
তাহা জাগি রহে সব রক্ষকগণ, পলাইতে করেন নানা উপায় চিন্তন।
There, however, the watchman alertly kept guard. Raghunatha Dasa was thinking of various means by which to escape their vigilance. So, the guards were appointed by his parents, I mean father, because he was always running, and escaping. So now, because he's staying outside, the guards were actually keeping an alert. Oh, he may escape anytime. So they were very seriously watching him, you know.
হেনকালে গৌড় দেশের সব ভক্তগণ, প্রভুরে দেখিতে নীলাচলে করিলা গমন।
At that time, all the devotees of Bengal were going to Jagannath Puri to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when he returned back and he was staying in his house at Saptagram, he could understand that the devotees from Bengal all are going to Jagannath Puri. They go every year during the rainy season of 4 months, Chaturmasya. The devotees from Bengal would go to Jagannath Puri and they would stay with Mahaprabhu and would have his association, serve Mahaprabhu. They would attend the Rath Yatra festival. Now Rath Yatra is going to come. Last Friday was Snana Yatra. Sorry, Saturday was Snana Yatra in Jagannath Puri last Saturday. So the Rath Yatra is also going to happen on 7th of, if I am correct, somewhere 7th of July in Jagannath Puri. So every year they would come and they would stay with Mahaprabhu. And the Gundicha Marjana, where they would cleanse the temple of Gundicha Maharani, where Lord Jagannath's cart would go there. So they would come and stay with Mahaprabhu. So he's hearing the
তা
news that the
সবার
devotees
সঙ্গে
have left. Sorry, he heard the news that they are all going to Jagannath Puri. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Yes, please go ahead, Mataji. Haribol, Mataji.
Mata is muted, Mata.
Mataji, you're muted. Sorry. Mataji, we can't hear you.
sorry
Sorry, 158.
so okay, তা সবার সঙ্গে রঘুনাথ যাইতে না পারে, প্রসিদ্ধ প্রকট সঙ্গ তবহি ধরা পড়ে।
So, just a minute. Oh, Mataji, can someone spotlight Madhavi Manjurupa, Mataji?
I did, Mataji, I did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can take off for now, Sachi. Yeah, okay, thank
Done,
you.
Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. So, 158 Mataji read, okay. Raghunatha Dasa could not accompany them for they were so famous that he would have been caught immediately. So, he got the news. He has a desire to go, but he cannot go because he knows that he will get caught by the guards.
এই মত চিন্তিতে দৈবে একদিনে, বাহিরে দেবী মণ্ডপে করিয়াছেন শয়নে।
Okay, so you read 159 and 160 both.
159
You read 160 also.
দণ্ডচারী রাত্রি যবে আছে অবশেষ, যদু নন্দনাচার্য তবে করিলা প্রবেশ।
So thus Raghunatha Dasa thought deeply about how to escape. And one night while he was sleeping on the Durga Mandapa, the priest Yadunandan Acharya entered the house when only 4 dandas remained until the end of the night. So when Raghunatha Dasa is contemplating, oh, now how I can go out from here. So that day what happened was their family priest Yadunandan Acharya, he came around midnight to Raghunatha Dasa's house.
বাসুদেব দত্তের তেহ হয় অনুগৃহীত, রঘুনাথের গুরু তেহ হয় পুরোহিত।
Yadunandan Acharya was the priest and spiritual master of Raghunatha Dasa. Although born in a Brahmana family, he had accepted the mercy of Vasudeva Datta. So Yadunandan Acharya was a priest and spiritual master. In the when from the childhood he was there guiding their family, and now he is the one who has come to help Raghunatha Dasa Goswami to escape.
অদ্বৈত আচার্যের দেহ শিষ্য অন্তরঙ্গ, আচার্য আজ্ঞাতে মানে চৈতন্য প্রাণধন।
Yadunandan Acharya had been officially initiated by Advaita Acharya. Thus, he considered Lord Chaitanya his life and soul. So, Yadunandan Acharya, if you see the lineage, his spiritual master is Advaita Acharya. So, he considered Mahaprabhu as his life and soul.
অঙ্গনে আসিয়া দেহ যবে দণ্ডাইলা, রঘুনাথ আসি তবে দণ্ডবাত কইলা।
So, when Yadunandan Acharya entered the house of Raghunatha Dasa and stood in the courtyard, Raghunatha Dasa went there and fell down to offer his obeisance. So, when the spiritual master came, he went and offered his obeisances.
তার এক শিষ্য তার ঠাকুরের সেবা করে, সেবা ছাড়ি আছে তারে সাধিবার তরে।
One of Yadunandan Acharya's disciples had been worshipping the deity but had left that service. Yadunandan Acharya wanted Raghunatha Dasa to induce the disciple to take up that service again. So when he came, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is asking, okay, my dear spiritual master, what service I can do for you? And Yadunandan Acharya is saying, one of my disciple, was worshipping the deity but he has left the service. Can you actually encourage him to come back and take up the service?
রঘুনাথে কহে তারে করহ সাধন, সেবা যেন করে আর নাহিক ব্রাহ্মণ।
Yadunandan Acharya requests Raghunatha Dasa, please induce a Brahmana to resume the service, for there is no other Brahmana to it. So he's telling, my dear Raghunatha, please, you encourage him and inspire him because there is nobody, no other Brahmanas are available at the moment to do the deity service.
এত কহি রঘুনাথে লইয়া চলিলা, রক্ষক সব শেষ রাত্রে নিদ্রায় পড়িলা।
After saying this, Yadunandan Acharya took Raghunatha Dasa with him and went out. By the time all the watchmen were deeply asleep because it was the end of the night. So after saying this, they are having this discussion, and then after that, Raghunatha Dasa Goswami was taken by Yadunandan Acharya. But nobody caught them because all the guards were sleeping because it's almost like early morning hours, like end of the night. So very deep sleep. So they both were left.
আচার্যের ঘর ইহার পূর্ব দিশাতে, কহিতে শুনিতে দুহে চলে সেই পথে।
East of the house of Raghunatha Dasa was the house of Yadunandan Acharya. Yadunandan Acharya and Raghunatha Dasa talked together as they went towards that house. So actually, the spiritual master Yadunandan Acharya's house is near to Raghunath Dasa's house. So they were both talking and going, accompanying till their house.
অর্ধপথে রঘুনাথ কহে গুরুর চরণে, আমি সেই বিপ্রে সাধি পাঠাইমু তোমায় স্থানে।
So halfway when they were walking, Raghunatha Dasa submitted at the lotus feet of his spiritual master. I shall go to the home of that Brahmana, induce him to return and send him to your home. So he's giving assurance to the spiritual master, my dear spiritual master, you do not worry. I will go to that Brahmana's house and I will induce him to come to your place.
169 তুমি সুখে ঘরে যাহ মোরে আজ্ঞা হয়, এই চলে আজ্ঞা মাগি করিলা নিশ্চয়।
You may go home without anxiety. Following your order, I shall persuade the Brahmana. On this plea, after asking permission, Raghunatha Dasa decided to go away. So he's saying that you please now go, please have no anxiety. You have given me the instruction and I will follow that. Raghunatha, so after asking permission, so he's asking permission, he decided to leave.
সেবক রক্ষকার কেহ নাহি সঙ্গে, পলাইতে আমার ভালো এই তো প্রসঙ্গে।
Raghunatha Dasa thought this is the greatest opportunity to go away because this time there are no servants or watchmen with me. So now Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is thinking, oh yeah, this is the best time because everyone is sleeping. Why should I go back? This is the opportunity. I should now leave the place.
এত চিন্তি পূর্ব মুখে করিলা গমন, উল্টিয়া চাহে পাছে নাহি কোনো জন।
Thinking in this way, he quickly proceeded towards the east. Sometimes he turned around and looked back, but no one was following him. So he made a decision. He starts walking and then he's looking back. Are the guards coming, following him up or not? But he couldn't see anyone else. Anyone.
শ্রী চৈতন্য নিত্যানন্দ চরণ চিন্তিয়া, পথ ছাড়ি উপপথে যায়েন ধাইয়া।
Thinking of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu, he left the general path and proceeded with great haste on the one not generally used. So now Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is remembering the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, because the lotus feet, by remembering the lotus feet of the Lord, all the impediments are removed. And then he is not taking the general path which people generally follow, because if he follows that path, anyone may identify him and then anyone would catch him. So he's taking a path which is like not used by others. So he's now going in that path.
173 গ্রামে গ্রামের পথ ছাড়ি যায় বনে বনে, কাই মন বাক্যে চিনতে চৈতন্য চরণে।
Giving up the general path from village to village, he passed through the jungles, thinking with heart and soul about the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because general path will be very comfortable to walk, right? But taking a path which is like inside path, going through the jungles and things like that, different villages, shortcuts, he was using. So he was just remembering the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu, and then he is traveling through this solitary path.
পঞ্চদশ ক্রোশ পথ চলি গেলা একদিনে, সন্ধ্যাকালে রহিলা এক গোপেরও বাথানে।
He walked about 30 miles in one day, and in the evening he took rest in the cowshed of a milkman. So he was just, in a great haste. Somehow I should reach Mahaprabhu. So feeling great separation from the Lord, having that anticipation, when I will see the Lord. So in that mood, he's walking and walking, like covering 30 miles one day. And then what he would do in the evening, he's taking rest in the cowshed of a milkman. A very great, like almost like a prince, but where is he now taking rest in the cowshed?
উপবাসী দেখি গোপ দুগ্ধ আনি দিলা, সেই দুগ্ধ পান করি পড়িয়া রহিলা।
So when the milkman saw that he's like he has got nothing, 30 miles, so many miles walking, feeling thirsty. You can see a person who is, even one day fasting, we find it so hard, right? So here we see. So seeing that the milkman is giving milk to Raghunath Dasa Goswami and and allowing him to stay there for that night.
এথা তার সেবক রক্ষক তারে না দেখিয়া, তার গুরু পাশে বার্তা পুছিলেন গিয়া।
So now the morning has come, right? Because now the daytime has come, and then in the house, what happened is at the house of Raghunatha Dasa, the servant and watchman, not seeing him there, immediately went to inquire about him from a spiritual master, Yadunandan Acharya. So they could not find Raghunath Dasa Goswami. So what they are doing, okay, the spiritual master came, right? So let us go and ask him. 177.
দেহ কহে আজ্ঞা মাগি গেলা নিজ ঘর, পলাইল রঘুনাথ উঠিল কোলাহল।
Yadunandan Acharya said, he has already asked my permission and returned home. Thus there arose a tumultuous sound as everyone cried, now Raghunatha has gone away. So Yadunandan Acharya is telling, oh, Actually, long time back he has gone home. Then everyone realized, oh, he has not. That means he has escaped. So everyone is crying out, oh, Raghunatha Das has gone.
178 তার পিতা কহে গৌড়ের সব ভক্তগণ প্রভু স্থানে নীলাচলে করিলা গমন
Raghunatha Dasa's father said, now all the devotees from Bengal have gone to Jagannath Puri to see Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So his father could remember and that, oh, now all the devotees will be going from Bengal to Jagannath Puri, you know. Yes.
179 এই সঙ্গে রঘুনাথ গেল পলাইয়া 10 জন যাহ তারে আনহ ধরিয়া
Raghunatha Dasa has fled with them. 10 men should immediately go catch him and bring him back. So his father is saying, so definitely, he would have gone there only. So he's sending 10 people, you go there and catch him and bring him back.
শিবানন্দে পত্রী দিল বিনয় করিয়া আমার পুত্রেরে তুমি দিবা বাহুড়িয়া
So Raghunatha Dasa's father is wrote a letter to Shivananda Sena asking him with great humility, please return my son. Because Shivananda Sena is a personality, is a very close associate of Mahaprabhu, who actually arranges this yatra from Bengal to Jagannath Puri. Every year he would bring around 200 devotees and he would spend money, for their toll, in different places where they have to give toll, and their prasadam arrangements, their staying arrangements. So he would fully sponsor for everything. So he was the leader of that yatra. So he's sending a letter to Sivananda Sena. So probably, my son is there. You please return my son back.
ঝাঁকড়া পর্যন্ত গেল সেই 10 জনে ঝাঁকড়াতে পাইল গিয়া বৈষ্ণবের গণে
In Jankara, the 10 men caught up with the group of Vaishnavas going to Neelachala. So at this place, they could find some devotees are going, towards Neelachala. So they are all approaching those group of people.
পত্রী দিয়া শিবানন্দে বার্তা পুছিল শিবানন্দ কহেতে এথা নাইল
After delivering the letter, the men inquired from Sivananda Sena about Raghunatha Dasa, but Sivananda Sena replied he did not come here. So when these guards went and handed over this letter to Sivananda Sena, but that time he did not reach, So Sivananda Sena said, no, he did not come here.
183 বাহুড়িয়া সেই 10 জন আইল ঘর তার মাতা পিতা হইল চিন্তিত অন্তর
The 10 men returned home, and Raghunatha Dasa's father and mother were filled with anxiety because they went back and said that he did not come. So they became they were in anxiety.
এথা রঘুনাথ দাস প্রভাতে উঠিয়া পূর্বমুখ ছাড়ি চলে দক্ষিণ মূত্র হইয়া
Raghunatha Dasa, who had been resting at the milkman's house, got up early in the morning. Instead of going to the east, he turned his face south and proceeded. So he was in the milkman's house, right? So he got up and then he started walking. He changed the direction and he proceeded.
ছত্র ভগপার হইয়া ছাড়িয়া সরান কুগ্রাম দিয়া দিয়া করিল প্রয়াণ
He crossed Chatraboga, but instead of going on the general path, he proceeded on the path that went from village to village. So again, he actually went through the short route, going from village to village, like that, so that he won't get caught.
ভক্ষণ অপেক্ষা নাহি সমস্ত দিবস গমন ক্ষুধা নাহি বাধে চৈতন্য চরণ প্রাপ্ত মন
Not caring about eating, he traveled all day. Hunger was not an impediment, for his mind was concentrated upon obtaining shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was not worried about, oh, I didn't eat, I didn't rest. This hunger was not bothering him because his mind was fixed that, when will I actually be able to take darshan of the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. So we see that Srimad Bhagavatam, when Parikshit Maharaj was hearing from Sukadeva Goswami, 7 days and 7 nights, he did not eat, he did not sleep, because his mind was completely fixed, in hearing the nectarian pastimes. He would ask, tell me more about my wonderful Lord, what he was doing. So that was the eagerness. Even, in a normal life, we see that when someone is very much focused in doing some things, that moment, one will not feel hungry, or one will not feel, oh, I have to sleep, because they have passion to do something. So when that passion becomes is engaged in the service of the Lord, then what happens? One becomes completely uh, indifferent to all this, that is in a pure devotee level. That's why, because they don't identify, we are not this body, we are not this mind. We can only philosophically talk like this, but the pure devotees, they are very realized. So for them, the dictation of the mind, the dictations of the body, they are above all the things. That's why they say that the urges of mind, body, and genitals, one who has controlled, one who has able to control these urges, can become spiritual master for the entire world. So these pure devotees are, beyond their bodily identification. So they can very easily come above all this urges of the body and mind. So we can also, following the footsteps, in the sense, it's not that we should not be eating, in the sense that if many times small bodily inconvenience, especially nowadays, we see that mentally we are very easily we get disturbed, because it is also predicted in the Srimad Bhagavatam that people of Kali Yuga, they are always disturbed. Mandaso manda matayo manda bhagyahi upadritau. That means the people of Kali Yuga are always disturbed. This is one of the symptoms or characteristics of people of Kali Yuga. And we can see that, every day is not same. We see that the mind is like, one day we are so happy, elated, another day we are disturbed. Even if we are not we are happy, also the mind will pull back all the past things, all the happenings in the, which happened before. So in that way, it is always giving us, putting us in a fearful state, or putting us in a very sorrowful state. So it is very important. That's why nowadays, we see everywhere this mental health. Almost every one of us, we see that in Kali Yuga, our mental health gets disturbed. Mm, For some people, it may be extreme. For some people, it is less. But almost every one of us in Kali Yuga, we are constantly disturbed, either by our body, by our mind, or by others, or by, natural calamities, all this different stuff, like we are constantly disturbed. So how we can overcome all this? Because what happens when, especially in the mind, gets disturbed, it is very difficult to focus on anything. So then what happens? Our focus, our energy, everything gets very very diluted, in the sense, it is not possible to focus, basically. So that is why it's very important when someone's mind, that's why they say, how do we actually control? One of the ways to control the mind is the mind in remembering the lotus feet of the Lord, and by taking shelter of the holy name of the Lord. Because mind, mantra is one that which releases the mind from all anxieties. So by taking shelter of the mantra, the holy name of the Lord, and by taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, this process of Krishna consciousness, then only we'll be able to come out of this identifications. Otherwise, it is very, very difficult that um, our energy is completely diverted and distracted to so many other things, that is very difficult to focus on the Krishna conscious, um, lifestyle. Very difficult. It keeps diverting us. So it is very important for us, um, to take inspiration from these personalities. And Srila Prabhupada has given the simple formulas by taking shelter of the holy name, by taking shelter uh, of the books, scriptures, because scriptures can uplift our mind immediately. When we read Bhagavatam, even one page, even the most sad mind immediately feels uplifted. So it is very important that we keep taking shelter of all these gifts what we have got, so that we are always enthusiastic, we are very determined to serve Krishna. Doesn't matter what are the obstacles coming on our path, but then we can become very fixed only when we take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord and all this wonderful process given by the Lord. Otherwise, it's so difficult that we may get frustrated, we may get discouraged, and we may uh, become, sometimes we may even give up the process. So it is dangerous also to watch out our mind, the dictations of our mind. But we see the pure devotees, how they are so determined, how they are so absorbed in the lotus feet of the Lord. That's why they were very successful, you know. Um, so we have to take inspiration from these personalities and the instructions given by them. They show by their example. Of course, we can't imitate them, because it is like prematurely, if someone thinks that, oh, like Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, I will give up everything and I will go, then we will be a great failure. So that is not the path to follow, but rather the instructions given by them, uh, the guidelines given by them, and their mood of surrender and service. That spirit, that's what we have to get inspired and follow. Yeah, 187.
কভু চর্বণ কভু রন্ধন কভু দুগ্ধ পান যবে যেই মিলে তাহে রাখে নিজ প্রাণ।
Sometimes he chewed fried grains, sometimes he cooked, and sometimes he drank milk. In this way, he kept his life and soul together with whatever was available wherever he went. So, so he didn't have any fixed plans. You know, whatever was getting on the way. Sometimes he gets food, sometimes he don't get. Sometimes he cooks, he drinks something little. So in that way, he was keeping his life and soul together, um, and he was going forward. You know, in his journey. Yeah.
12 দিনে চলি গেলা শ্রী পুরুষোত্তম পথে 3 দিন মাত্র করিলা ভোজন।
He reached Jagannath Puri in 12 days, but could eat only for 3 days on the way. Those days, people take months to walk from one, like it is basically Jagannath Puri is a state of Orissa, right? And Bengal, West Bengal. So even though it is closest, we take a train also, it takes so many hours. Nowadays, flight. Those days, they were walking for months and months. They would go and stay in one place. They have different chatras where, and they will take some prasadam, rest, and then keep walking. But here, you know, 12 days is like, my God, every day was like running, literally. That in 12 days he reached Jagannath Puri, and in out of 12 days also, he hardly could eat only 3 days.
স্বরূপাদি সহ গোসাই আছেন বসিয়া হেন কালে রঘুনাথ মিলিল আসিয়া।
When Raghunatha Dasa met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord was sitting with his companions headed by Swarupa Damodara. So Raghunatha Das finally reached, and he met Mahaprabhu. So that time Mahaprabhu was sitting with all his companions, and Swarup Damodar Goswami was there. He was the head of all those associates there.
অঙ্গনেতে দূরে রহি করেন প্রণিপাত মুকুন্দ দত্ত কহে এই আইল রঘুনাথ।
Staying at a distant place in the courtyard, he fell down to offer obeisances. Then Mukunda Datta said, "Here is Raghunatha." So again, so humble that Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, from a distant place, he is offering obeisances. And then Mukunda Datta, another associate of Mahaprabhu, is telling, "Oh, here is Raghunath."
প্রভু কহেন আইসো তেহ ধরিলা চরণ, উঠি প্রভু কৃপায় তারে কইলা আলিঙ্গন।
As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard these words, he immediately welcomed Raghunatha Dasa. Come here, he said. Raghunatha Dasa then clasped the lotus feet of the Lord, but the Lord stood up and embraced him out of his causeless mercy. So finally, the fruit. So when he came there, Mahaprabhu welcomed him with great love. And then what did Raghunatha Dasa did? He held on to the lotus feet of the Lord. But what Mahaprabhu did, he stood up and then he embraced out of his causeless mercy. The 12 days of running, sacrifice, the tribulations, and just no eating, no resting, nothing. Finally, he got the jewel, what he was looking for, the under the warmth of Mahaprabhu's lotus hands.
স্বরূপাদি সব ভক্তের চরণ বন্দিলা, প্রভু কৃপা দেখি সবে আলিঙ্গন কইলা।
Raghunatha Dasa offered prayers at the lotus feet of all the devotees headed by Swarupa Damodara Goswami. Seeing the special mercy Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had bestowed upon Raghunatha Dasa, they embraced him also. So what did Raghunatha Dasa do? Not that, oh, I now got all the mercy. No, he offered prayers at the lotus feet of all the devotees. So grateful, so humble, headed by Swarup Damodar Goswami. And when they saw that he got the special mercy what Mahaprabhu has given, all the devotees also embraced him. We'll read two,
প্রভু
three more.
কহে
Yes, Mataji.
প্রভু কহে কৃষ্ণ কৃপা বলিষ্ঠ সভা হইতে, তোমারে কাড়িল বিষয় বিষ্টা গর্ত হইতে।
Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the mercy of Lord Krishna is stronger than anything else. Therefore, the Lord has delivered you from the ditch of materialistic life, which is like a hole into which people pass tool. So Mahaprabhu says that Krishna's mercy is stronger. That's why he has delivered you from this materialistic life. And yeah.
রঘুনাথ মনে কহে কৃষ্ণ নাহি জানি, তব কৃপা কাড়িল আমা এই আমি মানি।
Raghunatha Dasa answered within his mind, I do not know who Krishna is. I simply know that your mercy, O my Lord, has saved me from my family life. So Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is thinking, I don't know about Krishna. It is you, my dear Lord Mahaprabhu, that you have saved me from this family life. Yeah.
প্রভু কহেন তোমার পিতা জ্যাঠা দুই জনে, চক্রবর্তী সম্বন্ধে হাম আজা করি মানে।
The Lord continued, your father and his elder brother are both related as brothers to my grandfather, Nilambara Chakravarti. Therefore, I consider them my grandfathers. So basically, Mahaprabhu's grandfather is Nilambara Chakravarti. Mahaprabhu's mother is Sachimata. Sachimata's father is Nilambara Chakravarti. So Nilambara Chakravarti, when he was there, that time, Raghunatha Dasa's parents, father and elder brother, that is uncle, Hiranya Pandit, Hiranya Mazumdar, and Govardhan Mazumdar, and Hiranya Mazumdar. So they both were like brothers to Mahaprabhu's grandfather, Nilambara Chakravarti. So they are also like grandfathers. That's what he's saying. Yes.
চক্রবর্তীর দুহে হয় ভ্রাতৃরূপ দাস, অতএব তারে আমি করি পরিহাস।
Since your father and his elder brother are younger brothers of Nilambara Chakravarti, I may joke about them in this way. So because they are related, I can joke with them.
197 তোমার বাপ জ্যাঠা বিষয় বিষ্টা গর্তের কীড়া, সুখ করি মানে বিষয় বিষের মহাপীড়া।
My dear Raghunatha Dasa, your father and his elder brother are just like worms and stool in the ditch of material enjoyment. For the great disease of the poison of material enjoyment is what they consider happiness. So Mahaprabhu is telling that because they were bit rich zamindars, like billionaires. So he was saying that, they were, for them, the happiness is a material enjoyment. So that's what he's saying. We'll just finish Mataji, another two also. Yeah, 198.
198 যদ্যপি ব্রহ্ম ন করে ব্রাহ্মণের সহায় শুদ্ধ বৈষ্ণব নহে হয়ে বৈষ্ণবের প্রায়
Although your father and uncle are charitable to Brahmanas and greatly help them, they are nevertheless not pure Vaishnavas. However, they are almost like Vaishnavas. So Mahaprabhu is very sweet. He's appreciating them also because they both were billionaires, but yet they were very very charitable. They would give, they would feed all the Brahmanas. They would help them out in various things. They would give a lot of charity. So he says that they are not pure Vaishnavas, because pure Vaishnava means someone for Anya Abhilashita Sunya Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulyena Shilanam Bhaktirutamam. Sorry, Krishna Anukulyena. Prabhu, what is that verse? Anukulyena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhaktirutamam. Am I correct?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So a pure devotee is someone who only takes what is favorable and rejects what is unfavorable, and it is free from all other karma, jnana, yoga, all this mixed bhaktis. It is pure bhakti. That means unalloyed, unmotivated. There is no conditions attached. But here he says your father and uncle are devotees, kind of devotees, but they are not pure devotees. But he appreciates they are very charitable and they are very nice. 199.
তথাপি বিষয়ের স্বভাব করে মহা অন্ধ সেই কর্ম করায় যাতে হয় ভব বন্ধ
Those who are attached to materialistic life and are blind to spiritual life must act in such a way that they are bound to repeated birth and death by the actions and reactions of their activities. So if someone is very much into materialistic life, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. So they have to go through this process of birth, death, old age, and disease. So this is a real problem. The real problems nowadays, everyone is running. We are trying to solve different problems in life, but the scripture says the real problems are birth, death, old age, and disease. If it is the root cause problem, if someone actually solves that problem, then all other problems gets automatically solved. But unfortunately, we are so busy solving all the superficial problems, and we have forgotten what is the root cause of this our problems. So that is what Mahaprabhu says. For the root cause is not addressed, repeated birth, death, old age, disease. That's what happens. So this is what happens to the materialistic life. Yeah, last one.
হেন বিষয় হইতে কৃষ্ণ উদ্ধারিলা তোমা কহন না যায় কৃষ্ণ কৃপার মহিমা
By his own free will, Lord Krishna has delivered you from such a condemned materialistic life. Therefore, the glories of Lord Krishna's causeless mercy cannot be expressed. So Mahaprabhu is saying that by his own mercy, Krishna has delivered you from this kind of materialistic life, and that cannot be expressed. So you got a very special mercy that you got delivered. So we are also very fortunate in a sense. We may not be actually becoming a full-time devotee or this thing, but by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we also got the opportunity to make our life sublime and to make our life successful. If we sincerely just follow the instructions, Prabhupada said if we can chant 16 rounds every day and follow 4 regulatory principles and follow this process of Krishna consciousness sincerely, we also have the privilege to go back to Godhead in this lifetime itself. It is not that we have to give up our home, we have to give up everything and go. Rather, we can actually have everything, but if we follow a Krishna conscious lifestyle, keeping Krishna in the center, wanting to do everything as an offering to Krishna. It could be our wealth, it could be our home, it could be our family, everything in the service of the Lord. We thank the Lord that you have sent this people, you have sent this money, you have sent this house. Thank you, my dear Lord. I want to use in your service. And when someone does it in that detached mood of actually doing everything as a service, then in that spirit also, even though we may be grahasas or full timers working 9 to 5, whatever, we also have got this blessing to go back to Godhead in this lifetime itself. That is what Srila Prabhupada, has given this blessing. That anyone and everyone can actually follow this lifestyle and can go back home, back to Godhead in this very lifetime itself. It's not that we have to give up everything. So, if we sincerely follow what Srila Prabhupada has given us this formula, and Srila Prabhupada has not concocted something new. He's giving what the previous acharyas have given, and the previous acharyas are giving what Mahaprabhu has given. And Mahaprabhu actually gives, even though he's Krishna himself, he's also, as Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, whatever instructions is given, he has personally come and he showed by his example how actually one can become devotee of the Lord. So if you just follow these instructions sincerely, keeping ourselves in the association and chant the Hare Krishna mantra, then we can also um, perfect our life in this very lifetime itself. Thank you so much, Madhavi Manjurupa Mataji. It was so beautiful. Wonderful reading.
Thank
And thank you,
you.
Sachisutta Prabhu.
Thank you.
Very sweet. Wonderful. Thank you. And over to you, Ranjani, my Prabhu.
Very well. Thank you, Madhvi Manjurupa Mataji, and thank you, Sachitra Prabhu, and thank you, Yamunashri Mataji. We'll go ahead for the further. Mataji, is it okay if you can give me host access? I lost in middle, so I lost the access.
Me? Okay, let me.
Yeah, please, Mataji, just.
Yes. Yeah, Prabhu. Got it?
I think Usha
Oh,
Mataji
oh,
host.
I'm sorry. Just a moment.
I
I
know.
think
Okay.
pressed it loud. Oh, so
I'm
I have
sorry,
to
I'm
give.
saying.
I
Yeah,
have to
just
give.
give me. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Just a moment, Prabhu. Yeah. Uh, it says I can't give that access. 1 minute. Who I have given? Is it
Usha Mataji, are you here? Mataji, can you hear me? Usha Mataji.
wait, wait. I'll. Oh, yeah. It is not coming.
Is it
Because I'm
looks
not the
actually?
host now. No, she has to only give, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sorry for
Sure.
that. I
No, no
think
worries, Mataji.
somewhere.
Uh, else,
Okay.
Mataji, we can share a screen from yourself. I'm like,
From my
quick.
side,
Yeah, yeah.
will I be able to share?
Yes, Mataji, you have co-host access, so maybe the PPT you just open, which link is there with us. Quickly, I can take the co-host if just I don't want to waste the time. So maybe I can go verbally. Mataji, if you can share the screen, that will be more than sufficient. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. Let me try. Just give me a second. Mm,
We can go the from PPT number third onwards.
we can. Is it the highlights?
Yes, Mataji, from PPT third onwards. Yeah. So Hare Krishna devotees. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. So as we please, you can write some takeaway for the today's wonderful class. And today we saw that how at the finally uh, the mercy has been given to Raghunath Das Goswami from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it was so beautiful conversation was
Prabhu,
there.
you're muted, I guess.
Mataji,
No.
I'm not on mute, Mataji. You can't hear me. You cannot hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Prabhu.
Oh, perfect. Mataji, your screen is loading, but I don't know. I can see the blank, only black screen.
Oh, sorry.
Now,
Okay.
now it's okay. Ah, yes, we can see now, Mataji. Thank you so much. Yeah. So devotees, I would request if you can share some point or anything as a takeaway from today's wonderful class. I can read it out for the pleasure of all the devotees and Vaishnavas who are available. Meanwhile, you can type it. I can go further for the announcement section, some announcement, and I can read it out at the end. Yeah. So some highlights from the last week. Yeah. So thank you so much, the devotees. Like I got the name Sridhar Prabhu and Shapna Mataji and kids, those who came last week for Food for Life distribution from Soho Temple side. So thank you so much, devotees, for coming forward and taking the part in the Food for Life program. Hari Bol. Thank you, Sridhar Prabhu, and thank you, Shapna Mataji, and the team who all came together. Hari Bol. Yeah, so this was a MSF training. So it was so beautiful, so a beautiful event. So we got the opportunity to distribute some books like where Shashika Prabhu was there with us like around 15-20 minutes, and we had a 9 to 12 training how to distribute books in different class of the devotees like Westerners, Indian, and different, and how to approach them. And it was so beautiful day, and 9 to 5 went like then a span of time. So thank you so much all the devotees who came forward to attend the training and be part of this. We went for the 3 hour around for book distribution. On the street, high street. So it was so beautiful. So thank you so much once again for registering this event and taking part of this MSF training. So thank you. Yeah, so this is some update has happened on the Dahi Chira. There is no change in the dates and all. Only the timings. If you can just earlier it was something mentioned for the other devotees. So but yeah, it's start from 1 o'clock.
Now
And
drama is
please,
added, Prabhu. Drama got added.
yes, Mataji. So 1 o'clock earlier some prasad was there, but now 1 o'clock Pani Hadi drama and then prasadam serving 1:30 and 6:30 Gaur Aarti. So this is the updated schedule and all. Please make sure you all visit on this Saturday. We will love to see you there. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so this is like daily online japa with the devotees. So please, it's a 5 to 8 every day morning, so we can get the opportunity to do the chanting with the association of the devotees. Thank you so much. Madhu, we can go to the last one announcement only. Yeah,
Mm.
the last one. Yes, so some of the announcement for the next week, it's like 26 June, appearance of Sri Virkeshwar Pandit, and 1st July is the disappearance of Sri Shivas Prabhu. So those are some Madhav Tithi and special dates are there on the 26th June and 1st July. So thank you so much, devotees. I'll just read out for some of the takeaways which our devotee have highlighted, if any. Yeah. So Prasanna Krishna Das Prabhu has mentioned, Hare Krishna Mataji and everyone. The pastime was so sweet when Raghunath Goswami met Mahaprabhu. Thank you for the class. So thank you so much, Prasanna Prabhu, for your kind participation and the wonderful takeaway. So yeah, it was a glorious moment. Finally, the way which we are waiting today, like third class, it was amazing meeting of a Mahaprabhu conversation with Raghunath Das. So thank you so much for putting your wonderful point, Prabhu, here. Kushu Mataji is mentioned like Raghunath Das Goswami got blessings because of his determination and also this material world. So first is like because of determination and also this material world is likened to a ditch in which people pass the stool. So yeah, it's like Dukhalya Masashvatam, Krishna says. So very wonderful point. Thank you so much, Mataji, for putting up on. Yeah, so those are some of the updates, Mataji, from my side. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. So shall I show a quick darshan, Prabhu?
Ji Mataji, that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Prabhu. Just a moment.
If any devotees are still writing, I can read it out the takeaway. Meanwhile, Mataji is uh, showing the darshan. Shachishita Prabhu, if you are there, maybe you can just highlight the if Mataji starts showing the darshan. Shachishita Prabhu, Mataji, okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, I'm here, Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, is it okay? Can you remove, like I don't have it. Can you remove both of us and highlight that Mataji darshan showing, Prabhuji?
Sorry, say again, Prabhu. What shall I do?
Can you please remove the highlight? Both of us are spotlighted, Prabhu, and
Oh,
spotlight Yamuneshwari Mataji, the Jagannath darshan, Prabhuji.
okay.
I
Let
don't
me
have
see.
access. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I let me see how I can do that, Prabhu, actually. Let me
Yeah,
see.
just right click on that Prabhu icon, and you will see in my photo, which you are seeing in the middle. Just right click on that, and you will see remove spotlight.
Okay, one second. So on your photo, what I have to do right click? Is that what you said,
Yeah.
Prabhu?
If you go to the right top corner, Prabhu, you will get the three icon. When you click on that,
Okay, let me see. One second.
or maybe finally you can, whatever Mataji is showing, you can just spotlight that
Oh
one.
yeah,
So
I got the three dots, Prabhu. So let me.
or Prabhuji, what we can do, you can, Mataji is showing the darshan, na? You can spotlight that one. That will be sufficient, Prabhuji.
Okay, let me see what I can see. Because I'm not that much expert as in that thing. Sorry.
No worries, bro. It's just you can hover over and you will see three icon. You can see just spotlight.
Okay, so
But still, devotees, if you can see, Mataji is showing the darshan. So, Jai Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai, Shri Gaur
Jai,
Nitai ki, Shri Panchtattva Bhagwan
Jai,
ki Jai, Srila
Jai,
Prabhupada ki Jai,
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Sitanath Premanande, Hari Hari.
Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Beautiful darshan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna
Thank
Thank
Krishna.
you
you.
so much.
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Jagannath, Jai Baldev, Jai Subhadra Maharaj, Jai सुदर्शन चक्र श्री श्री पंचतत्व भगवान की जय, गौरताय की जय, लड्डू गोपाल की जय, यशोदा दामोदर की जय, गिरिधर महाराज की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल, हरे कृष्णा.
Thank
थैंक
you
यू
so
माता
much,
जी.
all
सो
the
ब्यूटीफुल
devotees.
Thank you,
दर्शन. हरे
Mataji.
कृष्णा.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
थैंक
Thank
यू
you very
प्रभु
much.
जी. थैंक यू माता
Hare
जी. ऑल
Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Thank you,
डिवोटीज.
everyone.
गौरंग
Hari
नाइट. हरे
Bol.
कृष्णा.
Papa ki jai. Jai.
Thank you,
Sarshad the
Mataji.
Pro, can you end the call, Proji? That you're the host. Host Pro. Shajishuta Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So I'm just. It says
Yeah,
like.
Pro,
So I
just
can't.
just
Okay.
end the call, Pro. Just leave end the call, so all will be good,
Okay.
Prabhu. Just leave that call, then all the meeting will be closed, Prabhu. Oh, Hare Krishna.